What's going on, y'all? It's Elijah Locks. Today we got another prize picks video for you guys. In today's video, we're going to be giving you guys a total of 3 NBA player props I love on the board for this Wednesday, May 7th NBA slate. Got a pretty good one. New York Knicks versus Boston Celtics, and then we got Denver Nuggets versus OKC. Both these games once were very close games, down to the wire, just last second type of shots, overtime one of them actually, and then again a game winner in the other one. So again, should be a nice little game two on both these ones. Both these matchups are very important. Obviously, it's the playoffs from here on out. All these guys need to win in order to just put themselves in better positions on moving on to the third round conference championship games. And with that being said, we got 3 good props. So before getting those, make sure to drop a like and subscribe on this video. It would really help me out. It just takes 1 second down below. And if you guys haven't joined already, we got a free Discord link will be down below in the description of this video. I know I took that little break and I haven't been uploading on the Discord still in these last couple days ever since I've been back. Just been wanting to upload a little bit, get things start rolling, and then we'll start posting more content in there. But again, make sure you guys join up. We'll definitely be uploading there like next week or so. So again, link will be down below, completely free. And with that being said, we're gonna go to hop right at the props on today's video. Our player of the days were looking solid until yesterday's video. Unfortunately, Ty Jerome just flopped. I believe he had like 14 shot attempts in this matchup, and he only made one of them. So again, he played a starting role. We got his line at 19.5 points and assists. That one got bumped up all the way to 22.5 because, again, like I mentioned, Evan Mobley, he was dealing with that injury, and Garland didn't play. So, again, he was typically playing that 6-man role. He got bumped up to the starting lineup, and again, his line got bumped up crazy as well, but just had a terrible shooting performance. So, it was a good read and whatnot, but again, if the guy's shooting one for however many, obviously he's not going to hit his line, so just a fortune right there. But going to bounce back on today's video, love our player of the day. And with that being said, we're going to go hop right into it. Our player of the day in today's video is going to be Derrick White over his points and rebounds line at 20.5. This dude saw so many minutes in game one against the Knicks. It was crazy. If you look at his minutes right here, 44 minutes played. Obviously, there was overtime, but still, even without overtime, he basically saw 40 minutes played, basically the full whole regulation of the game. So again, Derrick White, he's been hooping, he's been doing his thing, and he took so many shot attempts against these guys. 18 shot attempts, didn't shoot the best, only 33%. So again, as long as he shoots a little bit better, even if he takes less shot attempts and shoots around like his 40 to 50 area, which he typically does, has been shooting in the season, last 10 games, he's been shooting 48%. Again, I definitely see him hitting this line again. New York Knicks defensively against opposing shooting guards and point guards is definitely their weak spot. They're ranked 22nd to this spot, giving around almost 29 a game to opposing teams. If we look at all the other spots against opposing bigs from the 3 to 5 spot, they're definitely solid defensively. Small forward, power forward, center. They're all top 5 defender or top like 8 defenders in all those positions in points allowed. So we definitely saw Jason Tatum struggling. Porzingis, he also struggled down below in that game one, and we saw guys like Derrick White really just carry the load. Even I believe Drew Holiday did pretty solid. So again, Derrick White, I believe this should be another good game where he could go over this line just with the amount of volume and workload that he saw. Again, if he's playing over 40 minutes a game, I could definitely see that many points and rebounds combined, let alone just points. He almost covered this line yesterday with damn near only the points at 19, and he saw so many rebound chances. Again, New York Knicks, they typically like to play small ball, just running gun type of team, and he saw 19 rebound chances. So again, that is a crazy number. If you're taking 18 shot attempts and 19 rebound chances and your line is only at 20.5, again, I'm going to take that value every day of the week. Even if these numbers aren't like nearly as high, as long as they're like around the 15 criteria, I feel like we still have a good chance on him hitting the over right here. And he actually has a great resume against these guys. So far on the season alone, he went 3 out of 4 on their head-to-heads. This one was a blowout, got hooked by 0.5. But other than that, his last 3 head-to-heads against these guys, he's gone over this line every single time. And whenever it's a close game and he sees damn near that 40-minute mark, which we saw the last game in the regular season with these guys, Boston Celtics versus Knicks, he had a total of 42 minutes played and took very similar shot attempts at 14 right there. So again, as long as he's seeing that workload, which we definitely saw from that game one, I'm expecting him to see another type of game where he takes that much volume of shots as well. And again, his rebound chances, whenever he sees that many minutes against these guys, again, he saw 18 rebound chances. So damn near a combined total of almost 40 total potential in points and rebounds. We're going to take that value every day of the week, and he's been averaging 22 in his last 14 games, and he's going against a team who, again, is most vulnerable to that spot specifically, which he does play. So Derrick White is going to be the player of the day in today's video. 20.5 points and rebounds right there is the one we're going to be rocking with, favorite one of the day. Second player in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Thunder game, Isaiah Hartenstein over his points and rebounds. Now, looking after this game one, this is definitely a guy that saw an increase in workload compared to the last series against the Memphis Grizzlies. Obviously, he didn't have to match up. They blew them out in a lot of games, and they just didn't really utilize him as much. If we look at this series, he typically saw like lower than 25 minutes a game. But what we saw from the game one against the Denver Nuggets, he saw 29 minutes played. And mind you, this is the most he's seen in the last 10 games. And mind you, he was in foul trouble majority of this game. So again, he was on the bench a good amount of the time. He had 5 fouls to end the game. And again, with those high number of fouls, he was definitely sitting on the bench a lot more than he needed to. So again, without that foul trouble, we definitely would have saw 30 plus minutes from him in this game against the Nuggets game one. And he took a lot of shot attempts, 12 shot attempts and 16 rebound chances. Now they're definitely going to use this guy because they got Jokic, especially with him going for 40 and 20 last game. They're definitely going to want to have size down below in the paint and just try and stop him as much as they can. Obviously, you can't stop a guy like Jokic, but they're going to want to have those big bodies down below in order to just kind of resist it a little bit as much as they can. So that's what we saw, that increase in volume from him in the minutes and workload and everything. So Isaiah Hartenstein, as long as he's in there with around 30 or more minutes a game, I'm expecting him to at least give us 20 points and rebounds. Again, just with those opportunities, 16 rebound chances, and those amount of shot attempts taken, I love the odds on him hitting the over. And so far in the season alone, outside of game one, he went 3 out of 3 against these guys. With a total of 28, 21, and 27 in all these matchups. Again, we saw 31 minutes from this guy, 25 and 26. So again, if we see another game around 30 minutes, I definitely expect him to go over. This is a team that he's pretty confident in taking shots in 10, 6, 16, and 12. And then his rebound chances every single game, they've just been super consistent. 12 plus in every single game, 12, 15, 13, and 16. And the Denver Nuggets are not that good defensively on giving up points in general. They're ranked 24th in points allowed, giving around 117 a game. If we look at them against opposing centers, they're ranked 22nd in points allowed, bottom 8 team in the NBA, giving around 19.1 a game. And then in rebounds allowed, they're ranked 18th, giving around almost 13 a game. So him and Chet, typically, he's not like a ground and pound type of guy. So Isaiah Hartenstein, he's definitely going to be like doing the dirty work, cleaning up those offensive rebounds and all that good stuff, defensive rebounds, and going down below against Jokic, trying to draw those fouls and good stuff. So I've like the odds on this one. Isaiah Hartenstein on this little insight has exceeded 14.5 points and rebounds in 14 of his last 15 games, versus bottom 10 defenses for points allowed, averaging almost 22 points and rebounds. So again, 15 games in the last 15 games, if you're averaging 22 and your line is only at 19, again, we're going to take those odds any day of the week. That's a nice little spread of games, 2 weeks worth of games that we're going to take the over on. So Hartenstein is going to be our second player in today's video. Did I show you guys the head-to-heads? He's 4-4 on his recent ones. So again, 3 out of 3 in the season. And then the last matchup in game one, he went 1 out of 1. So Hartenstein, this is definitely a matchup where he sees a lot of usage, more than the Grizzlies one. Again, this coach kind of just represents like the way they go against opponents and who they use based on the size and matchup. So I believe this should be a good one for him. Hartenstein right there is our second player in today's video. And then with the last and final player we're going to be rocking with, we're going to be looking at Josh Hart over his rebounds and assist line. Now, actually, going to be taking his Goblin line at 11.5. His original's at like 14 or 14.5 or something right now. I like this Goblin line, though, at 11.5. This dude typically turns up in the playoffs. If you look at his last 10 games, ever since the playoffs started, with this Detroit series, he's gone over this line every single time, and this dude is known for just being that workhorse, doing his thing. Obviously, he's not the best scorer or most talented scorer, but with being a guard, this dude definitely goes out there and grabs rebounds, just puts himself on the line and hustles. So again, 11.5, 12 combined total of rebounds and assists. I feel like those ones pretty easy in my opinion. Again, last 10 games, he's gone over this line every single time, and in the playoffs, out of all the games that they've had, he's gone over this line 100% of the time. His rebound chances have been through the roof again ever since the playoffs started. He's been seeing damn near a total of, if we look at his last 5 alone, 21 rebound chances and almost 10 potential assists, and your line is only at 12 that you need covered. So again, with the combined total of 30 plus total chances and just the those rebounds and assists, and your line only needs 12 to cover. We're going to take those odds any day of the week, and his minutes have been through the roof. What we saw in this game 1 versus Boston Celtics, they're definitely going to be utilizing him. This Knicks coach loves to play their starters, and he saw 45 minutes a game against these guys last matchup. So Josh Hart, he's definitely going to be seeing those minutes, and whenever he sees minutes, he's definitely going to see those opportunities. 20 rebound chances, 8 potential assists, and that's not even as nearly high as what we saw from the last series. He had a peak of 27, so again, the ceiling on this play is definitely high up there, and he has a pretty solid resume against these guys. The last 3 head-to-heads, the last 2 games of the regular season, or head-to-head regular season games against the Celtics, he had a total of 20 and 18 combined rebounds and assists. 14 rebound chances in the last 2 games of the regular season, 18 and 22 rebound chances. And again, these are whenever he sees 40 plus minutes, which I'm expecting him to play again in this type of environment. Again, it's the playoffs. This coach is definitely going to play starters, what we saw from last season. I believe like damn near every starter in the last series before they got eliminated, they were playing like basically the whole game. So 40 plus minutes should be the minimum for this guy. And whenever he does play that, we definitely see a lot of workload on him being able to see those potentials on rebounds and assists. So if we look at Boston Celtics, pretty all around against rebounds and assists, they're pretty solid. Shooting guard position, they're ranked 4th and 3rd, getting around 7 and 5 a game. Point guard, they give around 7 and 8 a game, so he plays that 1 and 2 spot. Pretty solid overall, though, considering them defensively. But Josh Hart is going to be our last and final player on today's video. I was debating on taking his normal line, but again, I feel like that one's just a little too high at 14 that he needs to cover. Yeah, 14 even, so he would need 15, but I'd like the value at 11.5. Give us that little extra payout boost. And these are my 3 players I'm rocking with for this Wednesday, May 7th NBA slate. Again, player of the day, Derrick White, 25 points, 20.5 points and rebounds. Second player, Isaiah Hartenstein, 19 points and rebounds. And last player, Josh Hart, 11.5 rebounds and assists. This is a 3.5x payout. If you run the power play, they're on 20, 170. So again, nice little payout right there. However you guys want to use your bankroll. But these are my 3 favorite players that I like on this board right here. Again, player of the day. I told you guys my favorite one. You guys mix and match these however you guys want to. I'll be rocking this 3-man personally. So again, I told y'all my favorite one, but I like the odds on all these players going over. So I believe this one should have a good chance of hitting, and that is pretty much all I got for you guys in today's video. If you guys liked and enjoyed the video, the breakdown and information I gave you guys, again, make sure you drop that like and subscribe. It literally takes 1 second, and it really helped me out. And that is pretty much all I got for you guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and let's see today.